My place is my common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, if you get my drift. Who's all out there for me? What's going on? I'm just wondering about TikTok's algorithm. Okay. But of course, I have reached over 1,000 views. Okay. What are the topics for to talk about today off the top of my head? Eating healthy is very important, guys. Eating healthy is very important. I'm your only friendly neighborhood uh, so-called schizologist. Okay. What is a schizologist? Someone who basically has schizophrenia, who is a Jesus type, a Godhead type, a Lord type, okay, a one with no sins. And I'm just trying to ramble on and talk to you guys about anything and everything. If you want to join and talk about anything, we can. I want to talk about health. This is very important. There's a lot of people who tend to live in misery because of their health. And if you don't take care of your health, okay, you can't be happy with any type of wealth, okay? It's very important to take care of your health. Working out at least 2 hours a day in the summertime. When it's wintertime, what do you do when it's wintertime and you're stuck in the house? What are you supposed to be doing? Just eating away, snacking and cookies and everything. You're not supposed to do that. You're actually supposed to reduce your meat intake. You're not even supposed to eat meat at all. As a matter of fact, when I talk to vegans, I tell people all of the time, you still eat life. You eating the trees and the leaves. They're alive. They're alive. So why would you worry about the animals too much? We have to survive off of something. And then you can't be a contradictory person and say, okay, I believe in God, and then he hasn't left us no prominent good food for us to eat. Okay, we ain't supposed to be sitting here like children and just eat off the land, okay, with no knowledge. But instead, God played the game with us. He plays the game with us. So now we all have to do things on our own accord, and which is a sad thing because people don't understand the philosophy of this world. You don't understand the philosophy of this world. But you gotta take care of your health, guys. Okay, this is a very important thing. When you take care of your health, you feel better about yourself. I'll be on the court like 2 hours, 3 hours a day, and I'll be playing basketball and stuff, making my 3-point hook shots and shit like that. I even try to teach guys, these young bucks, how to be alpha, but they have never heard of my knowledge. It's not on the YouTube. You're not gonna find it nowhere. And as I said before, I like to talk about things to help you guys out because most of you guys are the victims. You must protect yourself. The victims always occurred all the way throughout the Bible. Okay, a very powerful man has been pulled down by the Jezebel spirit. As a matter of fact, since I lived in Africa, okay, and I got video footage of doing these things, there are different tribes out there who have these pseudoscience of magic mysticalness, and basically, you know how the placebo effect does work, right? So you got to be careful. Okay, the placebo effect does work, and that's pseudo magic. Okay, and so they have these medallions, and these medallions have a photo of the succubus on it. You know, a creature that's a feminine, very bombastic, female energy, and they put it over the house to keep the female away because of the magic that's supposed to repel the spirits. It's a female spirit of Jezebel goes into the minds of women, right, and convinces them that they're equal to men. And if y'all don't know the story of Lilith, I can tell you. Who knows the story about Lilith? Huh? Now, I'm going to tell you the story about Lilith, but there's many stories. Okay, now, so since I'm a conversation, I have to entertain you guys, but I'm not going to be on here long unless someone wants to talk. So if you want to talk about something, you better talk about it or forever hold your peace. The story of Lilith goes like this. In the Bible, there was actually another woman before Eve. This is why you don't get into religion that much, because religion is plagiarized from other religions of old, okay? Because no religion is the way, okay, all right? It's just a philosophy to keep mankind to have morality, okay? Because before the Middle Ages and the Third Earth Ages, we was worshiping paganism. Everybody was worshiping the rocks, the moon, and the sun, and the stars. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you about the Apocrypha records. So we're going to talk about the story of Lilith. Are y'all ready? So I'm going to try to tell you, see, even women, if you can understand, if you have this spirit, you're already doomed. You have to get rid of this spirit. So the story of Lilith goes like this. In the beginning, before Eve, okay, you can read this story in the Apocrypha records, in Ethiopian context, whatever. God created man and woman from the same substance, which is called what? The dirt. And then I always wondered when Eve was, I said, why would God take the rib of Adam, right? And I'm like, why did he not make them out of the same? And it did happen. Lilith was created from the same substance as Adam, from the dirt, okay? He breathed life into Lilith and Adam. Long story short, because I don't know everything in between, because I'm getting older now, Lilith also was powerful enough to listen to Adam, okay? But Adam was in charge. One day they had an argument. I think it was something sexual, okay? I think either she was getting plugged because she had a penis and a vagina, and he made her into a hermaphrodite, right? And they was having sex, okay? And then something about she being on top or she being on bottom, and then there was a disagreement. So it was a petty disagreement. He didn't talk to her about it, but they had a little argument. And so Adam went to God and complained. While Adam went to God to complain about Lilith, okay, right? Lilith was in the bushes listening, okay, and she was very offended. She was very hurt. Okay, so if you want to know more about the story, you can do your research yourself on YouTube. I do not make up stories. And I'm just trying to tell you guys that there was another woman before Eve. It's just a beautiful story. I'm not religious, by the way. I am not religious. I am not easily cooed by words, okay? I am not. I have to be convinced, okay? Ever since what happened to me, I kind of go, this whole life is like a matrix. It's a game, okay? But you get one life, but you do get another life. But you may not be born as a human in your next life. So you got to have control over this life before you can be reborn. Because the Apocrypha record says we live in the matrix. The Apocrypha record says that we all are here as a testament for the experience and learning of suffering and sorrow. Not because of we're in a prison, but because it's boring on the other side. You know, you want something different. But anyway, let me continue about the story of Lilith. So Lilith saw that